Hey, Pishbot. Thank you very much. We had a lovely time in Paris. I see that I don't have any sound on here for the game. There we go. It's probably loud. There we go. How have you been these days? We've missed you, seen you around the stream. Yeah, this is my favorite Amiga game for sure. So I'm testing the stream for Amigathon, just making sure everything continues to work right. And so I figured I'd play a little bit of this. I was made aware of the national soft drink of Scotland the other day on our Discord channel, Iron Brew. I'd never heard of that before. And I thought it was actually like an energy drink, or maybe like a hard cider like Strongbow, but I was informed that it is your national soft drink. I've heard The Division's very popular, and of course Breath of the Wild is definitely. Let's see, move this up a little bit. That's too much. Split the difference here. There we go. Are you going to be able to join us on July 7th for Amigathon? Yeah, that's what somebody was telling me, that there was a near riot on the streets. Sure that they are using maybe high fructose corn syrup instead of cane sugar. It's a popular thing to do in the United States to save money. Let's see, where do I need to go to get that hat? That's the heart room. There it is. Just need to make that jump. I remember Buggy Boy quite well. Oh, I need to get the sneakers. That's the secret. Paris was great. We were only in Paris for 3 days. We were in the French countryside the first 3 days of our trip. And we went to Mont Saint-Michel, and we went to Versailles and Chartres. And then we spent some time in Paris just doing the touristy things. But we stayed in a really awesome Airbnb. And that was really cool because it was in a normal part of Paris. And we were able to kind of act like local people. Of course, local people that couldn't speak the language, but you know, we got by. Yeah, it was a good time. Whoop. Have you been there before, Pishbot? Hey, Necronom. Of course you've got to test the games. Just like me right now, I'm testing Addams Family to make sure that it works. Oh, jeez. So close. No. There is on the console versions of this, there's a way that you can pause the game and then hit select to go back to the doorways, and it saves you some time if you're speedrunning. I just learned that from the last AGDQ when this was run. But you can't on the Amiga version. Doesn't work. That sounds awesome, Paul. Very cool. Oh, come on. One thing I love about this game is your invincibility lasts forever. I guess it's about ready to stop, but... But of course, the best thing about this game is they actually made the button jump. So you don't have to reconfigure anything. Everything just works. It's the best platformer game on the Amiga, bar none. You can keep your James Pawns and your Zools. Give me the Addams family any day. Hey, creepy dead boy. What's going on, man? Oh, jeez. That didn't go like I thought it was going to. Hey, Paul. Thank you, Paul. This is, I spent literally all day setting this stuff up. There are 3 or 4 different tools that I'm using, either custom CSS scripts or helper files to do everything here. But I think I've got it set up pretty well as it can be. Actually, I haven't looked. Has the recent donations thing been popping up? It should pop up every 3 minutes. But I've been looking at my game and not the screen. That's right. This is just the warm-up. Oh, it's the hardest jump in the game. No. What do you think of the background, Aaron? Do you approve of the accoutrement of the Amigathon? See, Paul, that's crazy. That's crazy. I guess it's all what you grew up with. But to me, having up to jump, it makes it difficult to jump and then go into a direction. Like, I like being able to hold down right and then hit a button and continue to hold down right to jump. But, like, you know, if you grew up playing the Amiga exclusively, or really any computer system exclusively, and were never exposed to having a jump button, you know, on consoles and stuff, I can see that. That's right, Walking the Cow. I'm glad you're with me on this. Okay, thank you for that. I can easily adjust the recent donations text to make it larger. I actually emailed the developer of there's a thing called Extra Life Helper, and then there's a thing called Extra Life Stream Helper, and so I'm using both of them, and I'm also using this thing called Animate Panel something. It doesn't have a very catchy name, but it's the thing that lets the recent donations pop in every 3 minutes. Yeah, I was very surprised that Papa John's is going to be sponsoring us, but that's the magic of John Marshall. You know, he has all the right connections. You never had Papa John's pizza? It's pretty good, I gotta say. Of course, you'll never hear me say another bad thing about Papa John's pizza now that they're our official sponsor. Oops. Pizza and mayonnaise? Oh my gosh. No, Pishbot. That's wrong. Is that a Scottish thing? Is that something that people do over there? Oh my gosh. No. Now, Papa John's does give you pizza, and they do give you garlic butter with your pizza, and you dump the you dunk the crust in the garlic butter. That is a thing that you can do. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird how mayonnaise it goes so well on some things, but on other things it just, I don't know. That's a European thing too, you know, like in Belgium and France, they put mayo on their fries all the time. You won't see any well-respecting American putting mayo on their fries, I can tell you that. It's funny, when I was in France, I think the only mayonnaise that I saw was Kraft. It's like, maybe I wasn't visiting high enough end restaurants, but. Let's see. I need to go down here next. I'm gonna respond to this real quick. Norwegian mayo. Hey, Paul, I was thinking about something about Norway the other day. I was going to ask you. I can't remember what it was. I know. It's going to be here before we know it. That's why I spent all day today. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I spent most of all day today just reading Discord. But I spent a significant portion of the day today getting all the stream stuff ready, just so I don't have to worry about that end of things. And the night before, all I'll have to do is reposition the desktop in its once-a-year location of beside the TV. Oh, see, I have to nail that jump because I have to turn that switch off, or else I won't be able to go to the place I want to go. Where are you right now, Walking the Cow? And why cannot you not tune in? Cherry pie and coffee? Yes. 100% yes, Pishbot. Bridlington. Is there no? I guess you're going to want to be doing more fun stuff on your holiday than watching a couple goofs play Amiga games for what's shaping up to be close to 24 hours now. Right now we are at, I think 15 or 16 hours, so I'm not sure if we'll get enough donations to go the full 24. Donations, I'm sorry, not donations. Game choice is going to be cut off at the start of the event. You'll still be eligible for all of the rewards that you see there in the lower right corner of the screen. But people have until the start of the event to donate. For every $1 you donate, you play 1 minute of your favorite game. Oh, messed that up. Yeah, it's still a lot of game time. You're not lying. Oh, sometimes you can double dip there. That sounds pretty good, walking the cow. Caravan camp. That's such a British thing, you know? I just think about that episode of Father Ted where they go on caravan camp. That's really everything I know about, even though I guess that's Irish, but everything I know about caravan camping I learned from Father Ted. Do you have power and running water and things, or is it just a standalone structure? What's your modern caravan look like? Oh, that's great. That's my kind of caravan. I gotta be honest with you, even though I'm an Eagle Scout and camped approximately 1 billion times growing up, I have no desire to ever do tent camping again. That was something that was fun when I was younger. Not so much now. I'm all about comfort, especially when you want to sleep. I'm fine with being outdoors during the day, but when it's nighttime and it's bedtime, give me a real bed. Ugh, hit the wrong thing. Do they keep it parked there all year round, walking the cow? Is it like a permanent holiday camp situation? Oh, shoot. That's great. See, like in the Super Nintendo version, you can actually bypass all of this by just hitting start and select and going back to the main doorway location. But in this version, you've got extra stuff to do. Yes, this NES version is better. got more music. It's got more backgrounds. And it's got it actually names the rooms like in Manic Miner or something, and the room names are real clever. But the Amiga version's fine, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's possible that the Amiga version came out first, and then it was ported to the console versions. And when they ported to the consoles, they spruced it up a little bit, because everything else about the game is the same. I believe that that's what the reviews said. They said the Addams Family, it's a poor man's Lionheart. Retro Gamer definitely didn't call it the best platformer on the platform, on the system. I'm trying to think about anything about Lionheart that's better than the Addams Family. I guess the opening cutscene is definitely better, Lionheart. But there, you know, the two roads converge, and the Addams Family definitely takes the road better traveled. I guess Lionheart does have, it definitely doesn't have the variety of level design that the Addams Family does. You do have more moves, I guess. You can swing the sword in all different kinds of ineffective ways. You have a sword in Lionheart. And another difference, Pishbot, between the Super Nintendo version and the Amiga version of the Addams Family is the Super Nintendo version actually has a fencing foil that you can use. They had to take that out of the Amiga version because it lacked a second button for it to control that. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, when you were designing games in the early 90s to run on the OCS, you know, you're talking 1985 hardware, so it's understandable. The graphics are, I would not call them better. I would call them, and they're definitely done in a different style. The music, no way. Lionheart's music is not great. You don't, if I asked you, sing the theme from Lionheart, you wouldn't be able to do it because it's just like bow, bow, bow. It doesn't have any catchy. This game, I can jump right into my Fiddler on the Roof dance when I hear this music. Okay. On Friday's show, Aaron, I'm going to challenge you to sing the theme from Lionheart. And if you can do it, then I'll let you know that Lionheart's music is definitely better. This is the most frustrating room in the game, by the way. This is just... These are all pixel-perfect jumps. No, I did not finish the Eternal Champions episode. So, did he choose Windjammers? Because if he did, he's my boy. That game is awesome. Bowling, really? Well, that ought to be interesting. What did you pick? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you picked Neo Turf Masters, right? You wouldn't do 2 sports games on one show, though, would you? It sounds like a recipe for disaster. Viewpoint. I don't know what that is. Oh, shoot. So the idea is you want to get that thing. Oh, that's all right. Yeah. I thought that was your gimmick, Mr. Hyper Load Runner. Nope, we haven't done Myth yet. Ah, jeez. Ah, cheap. Cheap and unfair is what that was. Come on. Nope. All right, guys. This is just a little short stream. I've actually got to go do my first day at my summer job this year, working for a property developer. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here, but just wanted to test things out, make sure that everything looked okay as far as Amigathon is going. So looks like everything's fine. I'll make sure and update that last 5 donations box to make it easier to read. But we will see you guys hopefully on Friday on the when we record Amigos and Insert Disc 2 live. We'll see you then. Adios. Bye, Walking the Cow, Pishbot, the Devil Bunny, Paul H. Anybody I missed? Anybody that's... Oh, Creepy Dead Boy. See you later. And Necrodom. Bye-bye.